Hey, my name is Christina Hemming, and I got contacted by Tiffany about what are the skills that are needed in the 21st century. And I have a son, and some of the skills that I encourage him to develop for his future in the 21st century are to grow his own food. We live in Hawaii, so we have fruit trees and we have a garden, and I don't support GMO food. So, growing and eating good food, developing intelligence about what food are we going to eat when we're at someone's house, when we're at school, when we're out. What foods are we going to choose to eat? When are we going to eat them? How often are we going to eat them? And and how to say no to food that we know is going to be messing up our system. And his system is sensitive enough, or he pretty much gets the message within 1 or 2 hours. Discernment and discrimination for things that aren't good for us. Different types of food, different types of water that's dead, imagery, computer 3D video games that encourage our sense of aggressiveness and lack of compassion for another. These are things that should be extremely limited, and our focus instead should be on living in the 3D world as it exists within us, creating a caring and compassionate environment, unplugging from the computer and from other things like the iPad and the cell phone, taking the time out to spend with our friends and our loved ones instead of just sending them a text. Writing real letters to people and using our mind and our hands to convey our heartfelt messages instead of just writing it in a short text. I do believe that writing love letters and letters, thank you notes it's going to be a thing of the past, and yet it can really help nourish our heart. And one of the biggest things that I talk to him about is a skill of developing his psychic intuition, where he can look into someone, he can look into their eyes, and he can think, are they telling me the truth? Is this just a thought that they're repeating? Does that thought work for me? Is it expanding my options and bringing me up to my highest? Or is it keeping me within a safe realm that everybody else is in? And so my big thing is find the box, look at the box, step outside the box. Is that box working for you? Is the box of the situation, the game, your choices, are they the most open and highest that's going to bring you into your sole purpose of why am I here on this planet and what am I doing? And so I think one of the biggest skills in the 21st century is to be hooked into our heart, to be in touch with our emotional intelligence, to have a clear psychic mind to our heart, to be listening for the truth from the universe, and to act upon that, not just do what the corporate machine wants us to do, which is to go to school, get a job, pay your taxes, and not live outside of the mainstream traditional experiences which limit and close ourselves off to loving and accepting one another. And I'm not saying that tradition's not wonderful. Tradition is wonderful, and there's a lot of beautiful things about tradition and history that we need to build upon, but it doesn't mean that it keeps us locked in. So there's that fine balance, and that all comes down to meditating, doing yoga, quieting our minds so we can listen to our heart. So in retrospect, I guess the most important skill to develop for the 21st century are the skills to listen to our heart and let it develop us into a more compassionate, loving person who's here to help the planet and to help the people and the animals and the environment on the planet. Thank you so much and enjoy.